Commonwealth Savings Bank of Australia, the bank for all the family, takes pleasure in presenting the show for all the family, Life with Dexter.
Saving will get it, so bank Commonwealth now.
For a car or a bike or just a rainy day,
Be sure to save the friendly Commonwealth way.
so listen to this advice and start right today.
To bank Commonwealth, save Commonwealth Bank, Commonwealth now.
Hi there. I'd like to tell you about the time I sort of became a millionaire. Well, it all started one afternoon at the office when my boss, Mark Prentice, was out, and I happened to take a phone call for him. As soon as Mark returned, I sailed into his private office and gave him the good news. Mark, while you're out, I got some wonderful news for you, and all I can say is you're a lucky dog, you. You'll never guess what the news is.
Yes, well, let me try. It's wonderful news, and it makes me a lucky dog, I know. You've been offered a job somewhere else.
Yeah, No, I wouldn't consider that wonderful news.
Maybe not, but you're not sitting where I'm sitting. Sorry, Dexter. What's the fabulous news?
Well, I was going to tell you that... Now you've gone and put it clear out of my head. How do you like that? My head's a complete blank.
Well, you said that. I didn't.
Oh, wait a minute. I remember. Lester Temple phoned to give you the opportunity to become a millionaire by investing only £50.
Is that all? Dexter, I wouldn't invest 50 pence with any scatterbrained idea of Lester Temple's. He's the character who thought he found a mineral spring in his backyard and it turned out to be a broken water pipe.
Oh, I know that, but, well, this time he's onto something fantastic but genuine. He sent out an expedition to find Baxter's Reef. A reef of gold, miles and miles long, and worth millions and millions of pounds.
Oh, no. And I suppose Temple is allowing me the privilege of buying the last 50 one-pound shares in his wacky expedition.
Well, yeah, but it's not a wacky expedition. They've got a map showing the approximate whereabouts of Baxter's Reef. Lester Temple bought the map for £1,000 from a direct descendant of the late Baxter himself. This person only wanted £1,000 because, well, she hates the thought of becoming a millionairess.
Logical, very logical. And who is this direct descendant who scorns money?
Baxter's granddaughter's cousin's brother-in-law's uncle's fiancé's next-door neighbor.
A direct descendant of
Yeah.
Baxter? Well, I guess this woman with the map is a direct descendant if you consider that we're all descended from Adam and Eve. Now, Dexter, please, let's not waste any more time. I'm not interested in buying 50 shares in any wild gold expedition.
Mark Prentice, I am disappointed in you. Where's your spirit of adventure and exploration? Where's your spirit of recklessness, courage, and opportunity?
Well, I don't know where any of those are, but I do know where my £50 is, and it's going to stay there.
All right. Just always remember that I'm the one who gave you the phone message. When Lester Temple becomes a millionaire and several other investors also become millionaires, don't ever you dare to throw your disappointment in my face.
Don't worry, Dexter. I won't be throwing anything in your face, unless it's this ink pot if you don't get back to your own office. Thanks for the information and good afternoon.
I just can't understand it. Opportunity only knocks once and you're refusing to answer the door. I only wish I was as close to Lester Temple as you are and he'd offered me the chance to get rich.
Look, Dexter, there's nothing in the world to stop you phoning Temple back and telling him I'm not interested, but you are. He'll be just as happy to get his sticking bits on your £50 as mine.
Why, Mark, I never gave that a thought. Why not? Why shouldn't I buy 50 shares in Baxter's Reef and become a millionaire overnight? Why not? I can spare £50 for a sound investment.
All right, then go right ahead. But if you want some good advice, Dexter, take £50 to the races on Saturday and put the lot on a horse called Dolly's Dummy.
My money is going into Baxter's Reef and not on any horse called There's no such horse as Dolly's Dummy.
That is absolutely true. So figure it out for yourself.
Huh?
Hi, Daddy, darling.
Howdy, Pop.
Hello, dear. Oh, you're home a little early today, aren't you?
Yes, I am, and you are looking at a man, Jessie, who is on the brink of becoming a millionaire.
I beg your pardon?
Huh?
Girls, don't look so skeptical. Ashley, tell me, don't you think I look like I'm on the brink of becoming a millionaire?
Pop, I hate to say this, but you look like you're just on the brink.
Yeah. Right. Oh, Jessie, look, today I did something amazing. I became a big shareholder in a surefire company which can't fail to make a fortune.
Oh, you mean you bought some gilt-edge shares?
Better than gilt edge, dear. They are gold edge.
Gold edge? Shares in what?
Gold!
Gold! Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, children, your father's gone and done it again. Oh.
Done what again?
Daddy, the last shares you bought were in the Vesuvius Oil Company.
Well, all right. It wasn't my fault the expedition couldn't complete its project.
You should have known they couldn't, right from the beginning.
Why?
Well, Pop, anyone should know it's not possible to sink an oil shaft down the crater of Mount Vesuvius.
Dexter, you haven't invested in another expedition.
I have, and it can't miss.
Mummy, I'll bet it's an expedition to find gold in outer space.
It's nothing of the kind.
Probably an expedition to find gold at the North Pole.
Or in the North Pole after they unscrew the knob on the top.
Oh, you're all being very, very facetious, but you'll eat your words when the value of my shares multiply millions of times. I'm assuring you, Jessie, you'll all eat your words.
We're not interested in eating our words, but we would like to continue eating food. How much money did you throw down the drain today?
£50? I didn't throw it down the drain. I threw it down a gold mine. I bought shares in a gold mine. Not a gold mine, but a reef of gold. A reef of almost solid gold, miles and miles long.
I'm having a nightmare. This isn't true.
Oh, Daddy, how could you?
A reef of gold miles and miles long. Oh, Pop, you didn't invest in an expedition to... I know you couldn't have. No one would fall for that.
Fall for what?
Oh, sorry, Dad. No, it was rude of me to even think it. For one silly, crazy minute, I thought you might have spent money to help look for Baxter's gold.
What do you take me for? When I invest and buy shares, I like... it is Baxter's gold.
Oh, no.
Oh, Pop, you're kidding.
Daddy, dozens of expeditions have tried to find Baxter's Reef, and now they're practically certain it doesn't exist.
And my history teacher reckons Baxter was a practical joker and... well, he was trying to be funny when he left written dope about his reef of gold.
Everybody knows that the reef doesn't exist. The story's nothing but a myth.
Jessie, it is not a myth.
Anyhow, whether it is or not, Dad spent 50 smacketh that he's done a myth.
Oh,
all right.
And from that we can take it that the family are convinced Dexter is taking a grave risk with that money. And to bring all this a little nearer home, we all know that at this time of the year a lot of other people also take risks of losing their money. At Christmas and holiday time, thieves are very busy. Consequently, it is foolhardy to carry too much money on you or leave it in your home. It's so much easier and more sensible for you to keep your money in a Commonwealth Savings Bank account. In the Commonwealth Savings Bank, your money is completely safe. It is readily available to you wherever you want it. And now I'd like to remind you again of the Commonwealth Savings Bank Traveller's Cash System. If you are going on holidays, call at your local Commonwealth Savings Bank before you go and ask about the Traveller's Cash System. The bank will arrange for you to withdraw money wherever you are going. Then take your passbook with you. In this way, you can enjoy yourself without fear of losing your cash. There are friendly officers of the Commonwealth Savings Bank everywhere, so there's no reason to take risks. Open a Commonwealth Savings Bank account tomorrow, and week by week, Bank Commonwealth.
Millionaire. Millionaire. Millions, billions, trillions. New house, mansion, servants, a butler. Me. I see me coming down the marble staircase on my way to breakfast.
Good morning, sir.
Ah, good morning, Ponsonby. A lovely morning.
Oh, delightful. Sir, will you be breakfasting indoors or out of doors?
Oh, outdoors, I believe, on the veranda.
Eh?
I mean, on the terrace.
As you say, sir. Your morning paper, sir?
Oh, thank you, Ponsonby. I see here where consolidated uranium has risen another 6 shillings a share. Curse it. That means I'll have to give the taxation department an extra 3 million this year.
Oh, how aggravating for you, sir.
Yeah. Tell me, Ponsonby, what am I paying you at the moment?
£850 per week, sir.
Consider it doubled.
Oh.
No, I'll triple it. I've just got to show more expenses somehow. Is my wife at breakfast?
Madam has already left the house, sir. She had an early appointment with the hairdresser. Then she's due to speak at the Ladies' Social Guild.
Oh, I see. And my daughter Janie, she's at breakfast?
No, sir. Yvette took a tray to Miss Jane's suite this morning because Miss Jane did not wish to rise before 11.
Oh, she didn't. Tell me something. Was my daughter out late again last night?
Well, I believe I did hear her come in as the clock was striking a certain hour, sir. But it was not late last night.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
It was 4:30 this morning.
Yeah, well, 4:30 this morning?
Yes, sir.
I'll have something to say to her about that. Ponsonby, would you happen to know who was my daughter's escort last night?
Oh, yes, indeed, sir. I do know. Miss Jane went dining and dancing with the young Duke of Dunstan.
She went out with the Duke of Dunstan? How many times must I tell that girl she must not associate with penniless riffraff? And my son, Ponsonby, don't tell me that Ashley is not at breakfast.
Well, I regret to say, sir, he's not. Master Ashley went off half an hour ago to play polo with an older friend.
Which older friend?
The young man's name, sir, is Anthony Armstrong.
Not that Jones boy!
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh. And therefore, George, if you do not sell to me your steamship company at my price, I shall be obliged to close the canal to your vessels. Read back that last paragraph, please, Miss Johnson.
I do not wish to be difficult, but my overseas interests must be guarded, and therefore, George, if you do not sell to me your steamship company at my price, I shall be obliged to close my ocean to your vessels.
Canals was the word.
Oh,
but,
canals.
well, you can put the ocean in too. We'll close that. He probably doesn't know I just bought the Pacific. New paragraph. In case you have not heard the news, yes, put that in. I have just purchased the canal, the Panama Canal, that is, and Pacific Ocean. Yours faithfully, Dexter Dutton, Dutton Investments Corporation, etc., etc. That'll be all. Thank you, Miss Johnson. I'd like to be left alone now with my set of stockbrokers' phones. Don't disturb me, please, for half an hour.
Yes, Mr. Dutton, thank you. Good morning.
And kindly close each door as you leave my office suite. Thank you. Well, I guess to work. Hello, Fred? Buy 200,000 amalgamated oil and sell 100,000 of my consolidated compost. Yeah, thank you, Fred, and call me back if you get a tip on dilapidated diamonds. Yeah, bye, Fred. Hello, Bruce? What's today's market price on Rhodesian rubber? Huh? £16.90 at 7. That's 4pence halfpenny drop since yesterday. Okay, Bruce, just buy a very small parcel of those. I don't want too many in case I get caught. Yeah, just pick up a few only, just a few. Say, 75,000. Bye, Bruce. Hello, Charles? Charles, I've been waiting to hear from you. What's the delay getting me that Harrison chain of silver mines? What? I I know I said I'd pay 83 millions, but you're not heckling with Harrison over a measly extra 2 millions. Oh, for goodness sake, 83 millions, 85, what's the difference? Okay, do it right away, yeah. And Charles, isn't today yours and June's wedding anniversary? I thought so. Well, look, Charles, I haven't time to select a present for June, so give her one of the small minds with my compliments. Don't mention it, Charles. Bye now. Oh, who's there?
It's I, sir. You busy, sir?
Oh, young Prentice, huh? Well, what do you want? I told Miss Johnson I was not to be disturbed.
Well, I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Dutton, but I snuck in when Miss Johnston wasn't looking. I've been trying to get near you for 3 months now to discuss my salary, sir.
Now, look here, Prentice. You're already receiving a mighty generous salary, seeing you're only assistant pencil sharpener for this organization.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you may be due for a raise if ever I see fit to make you chief pencil sharpener in charge of sharpening pencils.
Yes, sir.
But firstly, you'll have to sharpen up yourself. I made a funny laugh. That was rather witty, Prentice. Sharpen up yourself.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Dutton. It was riotously funny.
Well, laugh louder. Thank you very much, Prentice.
But honestly, Mr. Dutton, it's awfully hard, for me and my family to live on £7.14 a week.
You've got to live on it, man. Tighten up your belt. I've got to tighten mine.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, you mightn't believe this, but yesterday I had to refuse my daughter something she wanted. She wanted a freshwater swimming pool so she and her friends could swim the salt off after swimming in our saltwater swimming pool.
Yes, sir, but sir, I mean you have 4 saltwater swimming pools.
Maybe so, but I could only afford to have 3 of them heated.
Oh dear, I didn't know that, Mr. Dutton.
Oh.
In that case, forget I even asked for more money.
All right, it's forgotten. But look, Prentice, it's not my fault that your Tuppenny Halfpenny advertising firm went on the rocks and I bought it up for peanuts. Now you're lucky to be working for me.
Yes, sir, I know. Woe is me. To think I could have invested £50 with Lester Temple that fatal day, instead of you buying the shares.
Yes, well, too late now to think of that, Prentice. Oh, dear. Hello, Bill? Yeah, go ahead and buy 700,000 Cosmopolitan copper, but only at 43 and 9. What's that? But I want that block of land for my new offices. What building's on it at the moment? The town hall, huh? Okay, buy it and I'll have it demolished. Yeah, bye, Bill.
Well, Mr. Dutton, I'll be going now, and you don't perhaps think if maybe I started working overtime?
Overtime?
Yeah.
Overtime at your job? Prentice, you've got to get one thing quite clear. You cannot sharpen your pencils at both ends.
Apparently, Mark is very anxious to get some extra money, and of course, he's not alone in that at this time of the year. But notice he wasn't afraid to ask Dexter for it. And now I'd like a word with all the girls and boys to tell them one thing they should ask Santa Claus for this Christmas. So if all the mums and dads will be quiet for a minute, I'll have a chat with the kiddies. Well, boys and girls, when you write to Santa Claus this year, don't forget to ask him for a Commonwealth Savings Bank money box to put your pennies in. A Commonwealth Savings Bank money box will last you forever and ever. How? Just like this. As soon as your box is full of money, get Mum to take it along to the Commonwealth Savings Bank and open an account for you. When the man at the bank takes the money from the box, he'll give you a new money box for nothing, just like Santa Claus did. And what's more, he'll keep on doing that as long as you keep filling your box. So boys and girls, don't forget to ask Santa Claus this year for a Commonwealth Savings Bank money box. Now how about telling Mum and Dad to always bank Commonwealth?
Hi, family, I'm home.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, I guess I should have said hi, Ponsonby, I'm home. Ponsonby, do you reckon I might be lucky tonight and catch sight of one member of my family?
Oh, and as a matter of fact, sir, they're all in the drawing room.
The drawing room? Well, why don't you say the living room?
But, sir, they are in the drawing room.
What are they doing, sketching each other? Excuse me, Poncy, old boy, I got some bones to pick with my mob. Where is everybody? Where are you?
We're in here, dear.
Well, keep talking so I can find you, because I'm mad. I'm coming ready or not.
And how, Father? Here we are, Peter.
Here we are. Oh, Peter. So we all meet at last. You're looking well, Jessie. And my, how the children have grown.
Oh, Dexter, please say what you have to say and say it quickly. I'm due in 20 minutes at Lady Cholmondeley's.
I don't care if you're due at Lady Chatterley's. Tonight we are all going to the local movies. And we are going in Hector.
The local movies?
Oh, Peter, how high a polloi can you get?
You'll get a hoy across your beloy in a minute. We are going to have a family night out tonight in dear old Hector.
Fatherkins, darling, are you forgetting? The day we left that horrible little hovel in Asheville, you gave Hector to the garbage man.
Janie, please, if you don't mind, the refuse collector.
I gave Hector to... How could I ever have done a thing like that? Jessie, do you realize I never see my family, and I haven't a friend in the world I can go and see?
Oh, darling, we have hundreds of new friends. What about the Trollops and the Digbys and the Galway Smythes and the Penny Farthings?
Yeah, well, what about them? A lot of them put together aren't worth a penny farthing. I'd like a real friend again. I'd like a real friend like Steve Gallagher, the type of good friend who'll swipe a bottle of beer out of my fridge when I'm not looking.
Oh, Fatherkins, please stop talking nonsense and conclude the small talk. I'm due at the Glenbrook Country Club for dinner.
And I can't keep Lady Cholmondeley waiting.
I'm driving one of my midget cars to Glenbrook tonight for the races tomorrow, and I'll be back Wednesday, Peter.
Oh, you'll be back Wednesday, Peter. Oh, everybody's got plums in their mouth. Ponsonby! Ponsonby, will you come in here at once? Ponsonby!
Coming, sir. You call, sir.
I certainly did. Ponsonby, would you care to join me tonight for a game of darts and a beer at the nearest pub?
Oh, not this evening, sir. It's my night off, and I've an appointment to play chess with my cousin, the Earl of Earlwood.
Oh, that's great. That's wonderful. Even my butler doesn't want my company. I'm a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, a triple multi-trillionaire, and not one friend who likes me for myself. And my family has turned into a bunch of snobby-nosed snobs. I'm all alone. I've got no one. No one, I tell you. I've got no one.
Oh, Dexter. Oh, Dexter, will you please wake up? You might have no one, but I'm getting no sleep.
Huh?
Oh.
Gee, Pop, you haven't eaten a thing for breakfast.
What's wrong, Daddy?
Oh, Dexter, are you still brooding over that silly nightmare you had last night? Oh, I knew you'd have crazy dreams after all that discussion about your 50 gold mine shares.
Oh, Jessie, last night I was about the world's richest man. I had everything. Steamship companies, advertising firms, blocks of buildings in the heart of the city. I even owned the Panama Canal and a couple of oceans. And I was negotiating to buy Russia and give it to Ike.
Hey!
Boy, what a dream.
And what was all that screaming about having no one?
Well, Jessie, I didn't have anybody. I lost my family and my friends. Oh, you and the children were too busy to even talk to me.
Oh, now, dear, as if...
Oh, dear. I just thought of something. The paper. Ashley, hand me the morning paper. Those gold mine shares are going to be listed on the stock market page this morning.
Oh, here's a paper.
Oh, thank you, son. So where are we now for the stock market page? Oh, here's the page. T for Temple, Taylor's Fabrics, Tallow Limit. Here it is. Temple Gold Exploration. Oh, no! The phone. I've got to make a phone call.
Dexter, for goodness sake, what is it? What's the matter?
I don't want to be a millionaire. Jesse, I refuse to become a millionaire. I'm going to sell my 50 shares right now.
You're going to sit there and finish your breakfast. Those shares couldn't have made you a millionaire overnight.
But they've already started to do it. It's here in the paper in black and white.
What is?
The price of Temple Gold shares. I bought them yesterday at £1, and they're listed this morning at, look, £1 and threepence.
£1 and threepence!
Well, what's so funny about that? All right, then, have a night.
Well, I imagine that is Dexter's first and last experience of being a millionaire. And speaking of first things, did you know the Commonwealth Savings Bank has many firsts to its credit? First Savings Bank to use machine posting machines, first to use telly machines as well as many other firsts, and now for the first time in Australia it is using a balloon house as a branch at the Lansdowne Scout Jamboree. This balloon house is 60 feet long by 40 feet wide and 20 feet high, and it is actually blown up and kept firmly inflated by 2 low-pressure fans. Scouts attending the Lansdowne Jamboree will find this Commonwealth Savings Bank branch in the Trading Centre. New accounts may be opened there, deposits and withdrawals made, and Scouts may leave valuables there for safekeeping. The Commonwealth Savings Bank suggests that all Scouts going to the Jamboree open new accounts at their local Commonwealth Savings Bank office. They should then take their passbooks with them to the Jamboree. This will enable them to withdraw their pocket money in the camp as they wanted. So come on, all you Scouts, be one of the first people in Australia to use the Commonwealth Savings Bank balloon branch. Like everybody else, Scouts everywhere, week by week, should bank Commonwealth.
If money can buy it, saving will get it. So bank Commonwealth now.
For a car or a bike or just a rainy day,
Be sure to save the friendly Commonwealth way.
so listen to this advice and start right today.
To bank Commonwealth, save Commonwealth Bank, Commonwealth now.
Life with Dexter is produced by Noel Judd and written by Willie Furnell. And this is John Dunne inviting you to enjoy Life with Dexter at the same time next week from this station. And remember, you'll always enjoy life with a Commonwealth Savings Bank account. For a Christmas present everyone will enjoy, buy a Life with Dexter book. There's laughs and fun for everyone in Life with Dexter books, now selling at all newsagents.